good morning everyone, and welcome to Fresh Fishing. I'm Martin, OMR, and today you join me at Norton Disney. I've decided to have a look at this place, just do a quick 24 down here, and it's now just coming up to 9 o'clock. I found my swim. I think it's peg 10 on Hodgetts Lake. Hodgetts Lake is labelled as the runs water. There's a lot of fish in here. Average is probably mid to upper doubles. There's a few 20s and the lake record is 29, I think. So yeah, there's a fair few fish in here. You get an hour to find your swim basically on the whole complex wherever you're going. You put a label on your bucket and you put your bucket down, and then you get your gear and you start setting up. So I found my swim. As I say, I think it's swim 10 on Hodgetts Lake. I thought I'd start on the runs water, hopefully get a few fish in the net. We'll see how we go. So what I'm going to do now is go back to the car, get my gear, and then get setting up. And I'll talk to you once I've got some rods in the water. Oh, just a little bit more out of interest. It took me about 2 hours 15 minutes to get down here, and once I got here you report to the lodge, the main lodge at the start of the complex, and you pay your money. And I managed to get on here for £20 for 24 hours. I got a concession. I had a great compliment on negotiating the concession. I had to show him my driving license to prove that I was over 65, so yeah, nice compliment. So there we go, Norton Disney, Hodgetts Lake, swim 10. I'll confirm that when I get back to the map and have a quick look. Just about to get set up then. Talk to you soon. Right guys, it's just 10:30. I've got all 3 rods in now. Just cast out on with PVA mesh on 2 of them and mega method feeder on 1 rod. So I'll go through baits and rigs etc later on, but just to say it's 10:30. I've got all 3 rods out, and I'm going to start putting bivvy up now and getting myself sorted out. The bailiff's just been round. Just a quick, they take a note of who's on each swim, and I'm on swim 7 it is, on Hodgetts Lake. And as I say, this is the runs water. It's crammed with fish. It's 10 acres I think it is, and there's over 1,000 fish in here. As I say, average mid to upper doubles. So hopefully we can get 1 or 2 of those mid to upper doubles on the bank. Just after 11:30 and I'm all set up now. What I'm going to do in a minute is there's no bait boats allowed on this whole complex, not just on this particular lake. So I'm going to get a spod mix put together and put some bait out at about 10 wraps, where the bailiff said that the fish seem to be laying up in the deeper water, because the guys that have been on here for a couple of days on the pegs further down from me have been trying in the margins and had no luck. So I'm going to try out at about 10 wraps, put some bait out there, and then get my rods out to those, and I'll try another rod a bit closer in. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'll let you know where things are. Right, yeah, it's 10 to 1. I've just about 20 minutes ago spotted about 7 or 8 it was spods of bait mix out, and I've got them in line with basically peg 2, which is just to the right opposite of my swim, and I've got them out at 9 wraps. And I've got a lead clip with a blowback rig and with a hard hooker switch boilie, topped off with a bit of a pop-up just to, you know, pull it off the bottom. So I've got that, yeah, at 9 wraps. And then to the left sort of center of my swim, opposite peg 1, again out at about 9 wraps or so, I've got a mega method feeder out there with double sweet corn on it. And then to the left of my swim, in line with the next swim, which is swim 8, I've got a more in the margins. I've got a rod that's about four rod lengths out from here, probably about 10-15 meters out from the margins, and on that I've got a bug boilie on the bottom there. Yeah, so that's my 3 rigs and locations. I'll quickly show you the swims opposite, etc., so you can identify those. Yeah, so the left-hand swim there you can see opposite is swim 1, and as I say, I've got my mega method feeder 9 wraps out in line with that. Swim 2, I've got my snowman rig on a blowback rig opposite with that, again at about 9 wraps. And then moving round to swim 8, probably 3-4 rod lengths from this swim, margin sort of area. I've got a bug boilie just on the bottom there. Okay, so that's where I'm fishing. Nothing yet. I've had the rods in since 10 o'clock, so just coming up to 3 hours, and I've not seen any action anywhere. I think what swim 1, the guy in swim 1 had a fish probably an hour ago, but that's all the action I've seen as it goes at the moment. So it's pretty quiet. Ideal conditions really. Nice warm wind, warm conditions, sort of overcast sunny intervals, so pretty good conditions. So I'm hoping we can do something this afternoon or later on. Let's see. Right, so lunchtime, and we're having on the menu is sukiyaki beef, soba cup noodle, cup of coffee and a biscuit, and that's all we've got for lunch today. A light lunch really, just a pot noodle. So when the kettle's boiled, we'll get that squared away. That was quick, probably less than 5 minutes, and kettle's boiling, so I'll brew my coffee and get my pot noodle on the go. Right, that's lunch over and done with. Nice that soba noodle, and there was just a show in the area where I've got 2 of my rigs basically smack in that area, so here's hoping. I've had a couple of knocks on 2 of the rods so far, but nothing more than that. There's been no more action and not many shows throughout the lake, considering there's 1,050 fish in here. Not too much evidence at the moment. A little bit more about Norton Disney. One big disadvantage, I would say, is there are no telephone communications. Well, it might be an advantage for some people, because then the missus can't get hold of you, but yeah, there's no telephone comms. There's no 3G, 4G, 5G. It's basically no G. So it's 24 hours without the mobile, which, well, good stuff, I suppose. We get too used to them. 24 hours without it will not be a great problem. Albeit I can't let the wife know that I've arrived and that things are going okay. But I'm sure she'll surmise that as I've not been in touch, there's no comms here, as it were. So yeah, that's a disadvantage to me, but may not be for a lot of people. Yeah, nothing yet. Let's see how we go. Hi there, yeah, it's 3:30. I pulled my rods in at about 2:30 for half an hour. I had a quick walk down the to the end of the lake, see if there was any reception mobile wise down there, and still it's just the same. And I had a quick walk up to the board at the start of the lake just to check on the swim boundaries again, and I am indeed on swim 7, not swim 6. The bareleaf said 6, but I'm on 7. Swim 6 I walked past as I walked around the lake. I've reset the rods. I've put about 12 spods in, spoms in even, at about 10 wraps in between swims 1 and 2, where I've got 2 rigs. I've got the mega method feeder to the left, and the snowman rig to the right, and then to the left again in the margins area I put a couple of spoms there as well. And I've got changed that to it's on a Ronnie rig. I've changed that to a pop-up, and checking that in the margins, it pops up nicely off the bottom. So yeah, we're set. I've not seen anybody have anything all afternoon, so it's dead quiet on here. Hopefully it's going to burst into life after dinner tonight and in the dark. If not, then well, yeah, it's called the Runs Water. It's got 1,050 fish in it, but they're not playing ball. That's the way it goes though, that's fishing. Let's see how we go. I'll talk to you later. Right, it's just after 5, right, 10 past, nearly 5:15, and I've just cooked dinner. I've been lazy today. It's tinned chicken casserole with tinned potatoes, but it's quick and easy, and it tastes fairly good actually. It's just Tesco brand chicken casserole out of a tin. Not too bad anyway. I'm going to get this, and then I'm going to have a cup of tea, and I've got some fruit for afters. Quick update, yeah, it's 6:15. Nothing yet. Haven't seen anything come out of the lake all afternoon actually. I saw the one fish, I think, from peg 1 this morning, and there's been nothing all day. So I've just reset the method feeder rod, and I've spommed the remainder of the bait basically over the area where I had it before, because I won't really have time in the morning to do any more spotting. But I've still got the rod out, and I've still got some pellet if that's needed first thing in the morning. So yeah, I've got the rod set for the night shift basically. It's as I say, just after 6:15. Probably going to be dark by about 7 o'clock. So I'm hoping that we might get some action tonight. Certainly need it for the labelling of the lake as a runs water. It's really been very quiet today, so it's been poor from that aspect. Great setup here, really good. Just need some fish on the bank to prove it 100%. So there we go. Yeah, night setup. Everything's packed away now that I can do. I'll need to be off for 9:30 tomorrow, so I'll probably start packing up at about 7:30, 8ish, and leave the rods in until about 9 o'clock, and then come off for 9:30. Hopefully I will see you under lights tonight with a fish on the bank for my toil today. That's all we can wish for. Fingers crossed we do so. See you later, hopefully. night, just after 6:15, and I've got my first fish, which is very angry. Caught it on the rod. It was in the margins, and here it is. Lovely mirror. Probably about 14-15 pounds, I'd say. Should I weigh it? I will do in a minute. I'll put it back in the in the hogging for a moment, and I'll weigh it, and we'll see what it is. But I reckon it's about 14 or 15. Caught on the rod in the margins on the popped up on a pop-up. Yeah, it was a yellow pop-up on a Ronnie rig. So there we go. Yeah, not a bad guess that. It was 15 pounds and 4 ounces. So yeah, it was quite thick across the shoulders. Quite a stumpy little mirror. Nice little fish. And as I say, first one of the day, and it's taken, let me see, 8 till 8, 12, 8 hours, just over 8 hours. So it's well worth it at this stage. Hopefully there'll be a few more. Let's see. Morning all. Nothing overnight, unfortunately. Really quiet night. I had probably one knock on my rods, one beep of the alarm, and that was it all night. I've had one this morning as well, once I was awake, from about 6ish as well. But yeah, nothing overnight. So just the one yesterday evening before we went into the night routine. So yeah, as a runs water, it's been pretty disappointing. But we've still got another hour, an hour and 3/4, as it were. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting a brew, and then I'm packing down slowly but surely, and I'll close the session once I get back to the car. Well, there we are. I'm all packed up in the car. I've driven round to the complex where the bailiffs are, user facilities, and that's me really. It's just after 9 o'clock. I'm going to get on the road now. It's just over 2 hours back home, and just the one fish, 15 pounder, nice mirror for my first go on Hodgetts Lake at Norton Disney. Yeah, just talking to the bailiff there, and he said, yeah, it's not really a runs water, it's just highly stocked. So, but it does mention that in the on-site information as being sort of labelled as a runs water because it is so highly stocked. But there we go. It didn't produce that many fish yesterday. Talking to a couple of the guys, they had nothing, but they're there for a few days. Had nothing yesterday, and I only saw one fish landed apart from the one I caught. So yeah, hard work, but that could be the conditions. It can be all sorts. So there we go. I'm going to get on the road now. I don't know when I'll be out next. I'm going away on a fishing holiday with my eldest son and his family and my family, and that's going to be a bit of a coarse carp fishing holiday. So we might well put something on the channel for that. So there we go. Take care, everybody. See you on the next one. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you don't already, hit that subscribe button and click the alarm bell to get notifications.